Da, 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 da. Sorry, I hate when I do that intro. What is up, guys? You're watching Shlama Show. It is your boy Tanner, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, history. It's a stoned history, lads. It's been a hot fucking minute since we've done some stoned history. I'm smoking on some weed, doing my shit. If you want to smoke along, smoke along. You want to watch along, you're about to hear me die in about 3 seconds. I've been having real bad cases of GERD lately. Basically just really bad acid reflux. Nothing I can do about it, so I'm gonna cough. But anyway, as always, sit before you rip. Delicious. Take a few deep breaths. How are y'all doing? Thank you for watching. Nice. Oh, that was a bad cough. But needed. Today we're going to talk about the police. Not the band, the actual police. So, you ever notice, I'm sure recently it's a lot more evident, but there are a lot of opinions on the police. Not the band. There are a lot of opinions on the police as a whole, as an institution. You see, we're kind of at a pivotal moment. There's a lot... Context. I've been playing Fallout New Vegas lately, a game that is fundamentally about change. And change is coming, lads. We're at a turning point in history. Many decisions are being made at once. It's the cool zone and all that fun shit. Ow. I'm good. There's a lot of concerns about whether these institutions should stay or not. I don't really care about that shit. Wink. I do actually a lot. But one of these institutions is police, the police departments. What are we going to do? How are we going to solve the issues that are so prevalent in policing as a whole? Do we abolish them? Do we reform them? Can we reform them? But all of this is from the side of the progressive. One side we never consider is the side of the reactionary, who defends the institutions because this is their whole ideology, to defend institutions. That is conservatism in a nutshell. Remaining the current hierarchy, making it maintain itself. These people say, you're wrong. The police aren't racist. The police are a net good. And I don't necessarily disagree about the last statement. I feel that community policing is, in general, a net good. But, that is not what these people are. Let's talk about that for a bit. What are the police? The police are supposed to be community guardians, protecting and serving, for better or worse. Blah, blah, blah. We all know that shit. Cringe. What are the police really? Well, a lot of things. Now, granted, I am only going to be talking about American police. It's different per country. For starters, 40% of police officers are divorced men. Or they divorce while they're on the job. They're divorced. 40% of police officers are divorced. Fun statistic. Furthermore, they are the highest demographic to go vote Republican. These are just facts. Police often are the highest demographics when it comes to who's voting red. Explains a lot. But that's not what I'm talking about either. What are the police? The police The first police stations in this country's whole purpose, this is Wikipedia, boo, this is pretty much common knowledge for a lot of people, but, you know, we're not talking about we're taking the side of reactionary, today. The first police stations, whole purpose was to catch slaves. Catch slaves. So, when the slaves were freed, this principle still very much at heart, but now they're doing it to free people. I mean, Jim Crow happened, and Jim Crow was essentially trying to peel back at Reconstruction. It worked. Kind of. But I'm sure this is why it is no coincidence that many police officers, I'm not sure the statistic or the amount, many, though, non-zero amount, are just white supremacists. And don't you think it's a coincidence that they just happened along the job? They were bored and they decided to become cops. No. Remember, police hold a lot of power, and they can do pretty much anything with that power. But don't you think it's a coincidence? And maybe this can all be chalked up as, yes, some people are fucking awful. I don't buy that. I don't hold people to be smarter than they are, but people are relatively aware of the actions they're doing. Why did the neo-Nazi did several neo-Nazis or white supremacists, why did several fascists become police officers? Why? Well, you could probably argue the whole fascist ideology is to maintain control of the people they feel are under them, and the police institution as a whole's kind of purpose is to do that through the guise of law and order. You know that the police's only job is to bring people to courthouses, right? They're holding them until trial. So why are the police in this country more armed than most militaries? Well, another question that can be posed is, why does this country have by far the most police brutalities? A rather relevant question, as France recently was protesting because of one death. One death is nothing for America, but for other Western countries it is. And it's karma, because they would laugh and laugh and laugh. Meanwhile, their state welfare programs are being eroded away. Their protections and laws are being corrupted. But they laugh and laugh and laugh, not realizing that America is the premier capitalist country. What happens to us is going to happen to you all, one way or another. That's irrelevant. Why do the police in this country have so many kills? Confirmed kills. Hundreds per year. I think even maybe thousands. A lot of kills. Well, there's a lot of answers we could probably chalk it up to. Okay, but why do those kills be in a particular demographic? Well, again, I think this goes back to the basic fact that policing is a racist institution. Not all cops are racist, but when the bedrock of your job was built by catching slaves, I think, maybe we can critically assess why this might be an issue, perhaps. It's like someone joining the military, the army, and then complaining, well, I didn't think I was gonna be killing people. Fuck, man, I thought I was just gonna be, I thought I was gonna be on the reserves, man. I didn't think I was gonna be killing people. It's the army, my guy. That's kind of their whole job. I mean, you could say the very same thing with police officers when, like, with how a lot of them view other people. Police officers in this country are fucking assholes for the most part. So it comes as no shock when they just kill someone on the fly. It's like, oh no, I didn't think I was gonna be killing people. It's like, you kind of signed up for it, you know? You kind of signed up to be the watchman. Well, who watches the Watchmen? That's all I'm gonna say. Who watches the Watchmen? Who watches the Watchmen? The community. Mind you, these people are supposed to be a part of our community. They're police. They're supposed to be one with the community. Here's a fun fact. A lot of police department precincts get their people to live way outside of city guidelines. Simi Valley, famous example. A lot of the LA police officers lived in Simi Valley. Simi Valley's not even in fucking LA. It's a little bit out of LA. It's like, come on, dude. Come on. Police communities are fucking crazy, and they are real. There are, like, because basically the police department will buy a subsect of land and have all of their cadets live there, or offer their cadets to live there if they want to move in there or whatever. It's insane. And back to what I was saying, these people are fucking assholes, man. I hate when people start caping for police officers, especially in this area, dude. Like, my state that I live in is Northwest Pennsylvania, a great state, one of the best commonwealths ever, way better than England, in my opinion, that shitty ass commonwealth. We're the superior commonwealth. It's like people who fly Confederate flags around here. It's like, my brother in Christ, remember your roots. We live in Appalachia. We live in, like, the very top of Appalachia, but we still live in Appalachia, mind you. There's two things that cops hate, historically speaking. Black people at number one, the top G. Cops hate black people. And they also hate poor people. Have you seen what police do to homeless people? Oh my god, it's awful. Holy shit, man. Like, in any other instance, what police do to homeless people would be seen as, like, a war crime. Holy shit, like, they don't even treat them as human, which is another can of worms of itself. But, like, holy fuck, man. And that's because the key synthesis point of this ramble is that the police is essentially the second military branch of the state. I mean, they are federally funded locally, like they're government-funded institutions. They are the militant branch, another militant branch of the state, and holy shit, do they abuse! Like, oh my god, it's crazy. But that's that. I think I've went on long enough. My name is Tanner. Thank you for watching Stoned History. If you like this video, consider subscribing. It doesn't mean anything, but, like, hey, if you subscribe, that's cool, right? Poggers. Or whatever. I don't fucking know. I just make videos for fun.